Hey everyone, and welcome to this overview of our app, right? I thought it would be a good idea to put together a little video showing you how you can navigate and use the app. So what I've done is I've gone to the strategytraining.com website. I've then gone to the home page, and there's a link to download the Android or the Apple app, and in time you'll see a link to download the Roku app. So I've downloaded the app and I've opened it up. And if you've opened it up, this is what you will see on your phone. Now, I'm using an Apple iPhone. You may be using an Android device or some other device, but the functionality is going to be the same. So it doesn't matter what phone you are using, what operating system, it's going to operate the same way. Now, the first thing you do when you open the phone, you'd see our logo show up, and it'll have this black background, red writing, strategy training, and then it will take you to this screen automatically. You don't have to do anything to get to this screen. You just open up the app, it will take you here. The first thing you will notice is that you will see these locks on all of the content. What that means is that you can click on the content. Let's click on it. So you can click on that. Even though it will open up, you cannot actually play what is there. So you can see that you can see what's in there, but there's a lock on each of it. Now, if you try to play it, it's going to ask you to register or do something like that. So as a starting point, I just want to show you what's free on the app and what's not free, so you can, if you're not a member, you can still use this app. And I want to show you how to use the app if you're not an FC Insider. So if you scroll down, you get to something called Complementary, no subscription needed. Complimentary videos, that's where we put all of our free stuff there. So we can click on that and we can show you that. So we've got interviews and biographies. We've got previews, trailers, FCTV content, and all the films and so on we produce. Yes, we produce actual documentaries of clients, and you can see that here, right? You don't have to be a subscriber to access it. You can just go through it. Now, my internet access is a little bit slow where I am because I am traveling, and this is dependent obviously on the connection speed you have, right? But we have some ways to get around the connection speed, which I'll talk to you in a second. Guide to strategytraining.com is the other free part. Here, we put up videos that show you how to use our websites, our apps, strategytraining.com website, and the study maps we have on the website. All of that is free. This video you're watching is Guide to Using the App. The other free content we have, going back to Complementary, no subscription needed, is our very famous and popular Case Interview podcast, which was on iTunes. It's still on iTunes, but we are updating it first on this app before moving content to iTunes. And then the Strategy Skills podcast, again, we're updating it first on this app and then moving it to the iTunes channel. So if you want the latest information on case interviews from ex-partners talking you through things we've done to help our clients get in right now, our success rate at placing clients at McKinsey and BCG sits just below 80%. I think it's 78.2 or 78.3. It changes every week and every month depending on how clients perform, which is the highest placement rate in the world for getting in clients into McKinsey and BCG. And the rate goes higher if you include firms like Deloitte and so on, right? So that's the free content. Now, let's show you how to log in, right? So there are a couple of ways to do this. One is you can simply sign in. I wouldn't subscribe. The subscription function is something we've put in there because every time we try to remove it, the app becomes a little bit unstable. So don't subscribe, because if you subscribe, you won't have access to everything that you would get into if you logged in, right? It's there to bring some stability to the app. We'll eventually code it out. But for now, just sign in. That's one way to get in. The other way to get in is if you try to click on any of the content like that, let's just click on it and press play. It will ask you to either pay, don't pay, because you can't get access to everything, or you can sign in, right? Now we're going to sign in to make it easier, right? So I'm going to put in my details here. Now, as you can see, the app doesn't require a password. It doesn't require a password because we notice that people forget their passwords or they're uncomfortable sharing passwords on a phone. Now, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't want to share my password on the phone as well because, devices store passwords and so on. So all you have to do is check and make sure that your email address is correct and say sign in. What will happen is that it will send you an email to the email address you put into the phone. Now, if you're wondering which email address to put into the phone, it's the one you use to register on our site. Now, the only people who can log into this are FC Insiders. If you want to get into this app or the strategytraining.com website, you have to be an FC Insider. And an FC Insider are people who have been premium members for 6 consecutive months and in good standing, right? We may change that time limit. We may say you have to be premium for 12 consecutive months because it's a loyalty program. If you've been with us a long time, we think you deserve to receive additional content. So the best content, the most advanced content, as you will see, sits on strategytraining.com, which is only available to firms consulting insiders. Now, you should have received an email. I'm on my laptop as well. I just logged into my account. You'll get an email. There's a link there. You click the link. As soon as you click the link, you notice that my phone updated and it allowed me in. And then the video will start playing. Did you see that? So it's instantaneous. You put in your email address that you use to register on the website as a premium member after you've become an FC Insider, and you become an FC Insider after you've been a premium member for 6 months. You get an email. You click on the email, you get immediate access. Now, if you go back to the home page, you notice that everything's unlocked. There's no locked button on it. There's a couple of other things you need to be aware of, and let me talk you through that. You will see that 2 new rows have arrived. One is continue watching and the other one is my list. What is that? Let me show you what that is. Let's start with my list, right? You can see that the my list button, we have why this program matters, right? Now let's assume I went here and I started watching this video and I saved it. The little button at the top here says save it, right? Added it to my list. Now if I go back to the home screen and now let's say I refresh it, right? You can see that video has come on here. It wasn't here before. I've saved that video to watch it later. So what you can do is you can create your own list of content. Now the other thing is that it keeps a track record of everything you have watched. So let's assume you watch something for more than 5 or 10 seconds. The system says, okay, you've watched it for more than 10 seconds, and you haven't finished watching it, so let's save it. So continue watching is all the things you've watched historically saved at the top of your phone. This way you can keep a track record of what you have been watching. So that's the continue watching feature and the my list watching feature. And you can obviously remove things on the my list. You can see the tick, click on it, removed it, it's gone. So you can see that it's very easy to use, very intuitive, and so on. Right? That's continue watching, keeps a list of everything you've watched. My list keeps track of things you want to watch in the future, and as you can see, you open the video, you press the save button, right? Now, let's go to settings, right? You can see a couple of things here. One is you have settings. Now, we have high definition videos. Some of our videos or some of our contents like Titans of Strategy is shot, not in high definition, but is shot in 4K video. Now, 4K video means you can see every single blemish on the face of these senior partners, right? Beyond the blemishes and so on, 4K gives you a rich perspective that makes you feel as if you are there, and we think that helps the learning process. But when you are downloading these videos onto your phone, you don't want the highest resolution because it just gobbles up space on your phone. So you have an option. You can do lowest quality, midpoint quality, or the best quality that the phone can handle. So my advice is that when you are traveling and you want to download videos, even if you want to watch videos online, set it to lower quality. It will use up less bandwidth, and it will also ensure that your bills for the internet don't go too high. But also, let's assume you're at a Starbucks cafe or you're using the metro line. They don't have the best Wi-Fi connections. If you're trying to use a free Wi-Fi connection and you set it to best quality like that, it's going to take much longer to download. So it's lower quality and use free Wi-Fi systems and you are fine. Now the other thing, sync over Wi-Fi only, that's something I've set up because I don't want my personal Wi-Fi plan with my mobile provider to be used to download videos. Autoplay videos is something I have whereby if a video, let's assume I get to the end of a video it automatically plays the next video in the series. So again, just like Netflix, if you're watching a video and you're too lazy to get up either on your computer, the strategytraining.com website, or your iPhone, you just said autoplay, it plays the next video automatically, right? Don't worry about managing subscriptions. You cannot manage your subscription from the app because you need to be subscribed on the Firms Consulting website as a premium member for 6 consecutive months, and you manage your subscription there. Now, contact support, rate this app. We would like you to rate the app if you find it useful. As you can see, a lot of effort went into putting this out. We hope you like it. And contact support is only technical support. If you're struggling to use the app, it's not playing, it's collapsing, I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, we have a technical team that can help you manage those things. That's separate from the team that manages the account, which is Firms Consulting, right? Now, let's go to offline videos. Now, offline videos, and this is a big one. People ask us for this all the time. When you are watching a video, you can save it, and it will appear here. And if you don't have an internet connection, you can watch the videos here. So let's assume you've got a 9-hour flight traveling from London to New York, and you want to invest in yourself, improve your abilities. You can download the videos you want. You can do it here. You can do it on your iPad. You can do it on your Android device. And you can watch it offline. Now we're going to show you how to do that. Let's go why this program matters and click the little cloud. And you can see the red has started, so it's starting to save. And let's now take it out and go to offline videos. You can see here, well, firstly, you saw that little bump come in. You can see it's downloading, right? So now it's saved. You have a saved video. You can watch it whenever you want to. If you want to remove it, you scroll to the left and you click remove, which I'm not going to do now because I want to watch this video later, right? You can save as much videos as the space on your phone will allow. As soon as your subscription runs out or you're bumped out as an FC Insider, you lose access to all of your downloaded videos. I mean, you can't access it anymore. So that's something to remember. You can only keep the downloaded videos as long as you're a member, but with over 3,000 videos, you certainly cannot download all of them. Now let's go through this even further, right? Let's look at some of the terminology. Continue watching are things you've watched before. The app and the website keeps a record of it. Now the app is connected to the website. So everything you see on the app, you will be able to see on your website. If you watch something on your website, it'll show up in the continue watching on your app, so you can continue watching it on your app. If you watch something on your app, it will show up as continue watching on your website. If you save something as a my list to watch later on your app, it shows up on your laptop. The only thing we don't save is things you downloaded are downloaded to this device, so they don't download to your computer, right? Now a series is basically all of the shows we have, right? So if you click on series here, it will take you to every series we have, right? It lists them all here. Now let's look at some of the terminology again. You can see it says 15 seasons, right? This is episode 1, right? Episode 1, you can see, contains multiple episodes. So rather than calling it an episode, we call it a season. It's a little bit confusing, I know. We'll maybe make it a little more clearer. But basically, when you see something that says a season, there's multiple episodes in a season. And you can go through it right now. You'll notice that the descriptions, you can't read all of the descriptions on your iPhone. That's done by choice. We show you just enough of the description on your iPhone or Android device so you can read what's there. We notice that people who work on their computers, laptops and so on, tend to require longer descriptions because they tend to be more engaged, while people who are using iPhones and so on tend to not worry about descriptions but consume content at a faster rate. Right? So everything we have on Firms Consulting sits here. And let me give you an example of this. Right? Let's go down to case interviews. This is TCO1, right? For those of you who remember, TCO1 was at Felix. We launched that at the end of 2013, right? All of the case interview coaching sessions are up here in video. You can watch all of them, right? All the way until session 23 for Felix. Sanjeev, Jen, the EMBA series is here as well. The consulting offer season 3 with Zach is here. The show with Rafik season 1, Samantha season 1, All of our solution videos, those hand-drawn solution videos, that's Case Interview Solutions here. The Consulting Offer 2 is here. All of our studies are up here as well. So those big studies we have where we help you figure out how to enter the US market, how to merge and so on. You click on it and everything on the website, you will find it here. So section 1, how do I discuss issues with the CEO? We've arranged them in the right order for you to watch them, right? And anything else you need to know about the app is there's one difference between the app and the website. And I'll show you what that is. Guide to strategytraining.com. Now, if you click on guide to strategytraining.com, it lists all of the videos to use our app, overview of our content, the website. What the video you're now watching is the app guide. The one difference between the website and the app is that sometimes we put in attachments, downloadable attachments like PDFs and so on. The app doesn't allow you to download it. But if you go online onto strategytraining.com website, you can download it. That's the only difference. There's not a lot of downloads, but there's some key ones, and I'll talk you through that. If you go to this video here, website guide, you will see what I mean by that, right? And there's some small other functionality like forums and so on that the app doesn't have. But pretty much all other content on firmsconsulting.com is available on this app. All of the new episodes of our very popular podcast channels, Case Interviews and Strategy Skills, you can find it here as well. Strategy Skills Podcast, Case Interview Consulting Podcast. Every time we load a new episode, we'll load it here first, and then there'll be a delayed 2-week to a month delay before it shows up in the iTunes channel, right? Now, one other thing to notice is if you go right at the top, I've explained what Continue Watching is. I explained my list. I've explained series. That's all the shows we have up here in series. Now, we've also taken the liberty of categorizing all shows that appear under series. So the categories we have are implementation operations. So all the implementation operations training programs we have and that will come out in the future will show up here. All the strategy training material will show up here. Now, sometimes something can have more than one categorization. Something could be categorized as a strategy show and a career management show. You can see partnership, that is basically my memoirs, all, I don't know how many episodes, 700, 800 episodes of how I became a partner in my 20s, which is very hard to do. You know, the tactics I followed, the strategies I followed, how I differentiated myself from my colleagues, how I developed insights on studies. That show, to me, is both a strategy show and a career management show. The story of how we helped Andrew become an equity partner in 3 years in one of the most prestigious and largest professional services firms in the world is both an implementation show because he's implementing the advice we gave him, but it's also a career management show, so it appears here, right? This is something you got to understand. In all of our programs, we talk you through the strategy and implementation. So conceivably, you could argue that partnership is actually strategy because I talk about my career strategy, implementation because I'm implementing it, and it's career management because it's about managing my career. But I thought it's best to just keep things to 2 categories. The categories we have for now: implementation, operations, strategy, career management, and case interviews. All TCO episodes appear here, right? So you can see the app is quite robust, works pretty fast, a lot of new functionality. You can save episodes. It automatically tracks what you've watched. You can download episodes. You can also start watching something and continue watching it. The app just keeps on playing, right? Now, one other thing is that if you go to an episode, you can leave a comment at the end. So the comments you leave here show up on the website as well. So the app and the website are fully integrated. If you, for some reason, don't continue your subscription on the Firms Consulting website, the Firms Consulting website talks to this app, talks to the strategytraining.com website, and if you lose access on firmsconsulting.com as a premium member who's become insider, you will lose access on the app as well. So hopefully you like what we are doing. There's quite a lot of work that went into this, and you can see we're really trying quite a lot to honor the fact that you are vested in your career, and it's our job to meet you, I would say, more than halfway to help you propel yourself forward. Everything on the Strategy Training app is either a video or audio converted to video. So you can watch it or you can listen to it as you are traveling and working and so on. So we hope you like this, and you hope to like the changes we are making. And please, if you find the app useful and advantageous to your career, we would sincerely appreciate it if you would write a review for us either on the App Store or the Android Store. Those things which may seem like a small step are quite useful to us. It helps us understand whether people appreciate what we are doing, but it also helps us in terms of distributing our content. As always, I hope you like the material. I hope you continue using the material, and I hope you find it useful in your career.